Since the very first years of producing our television shows, we've always tried to go the extra mile to come up with unique and different looking shots. We have always incorporated using what was first called pencil cams to what today is called helmet cams. Since we are always asked which one we like using best, we decided to set up our own test day where we took out 4 different brands to try them out.
When the customer comes into the store, what we do is we ask them first, what kind of an application do you want the camera to be used in? Is it a wearable product? Are you going to put it on your helmet, strap it on your chest, put it on your arm, put it on the motorcycle? So once we find out what the purpose is for what they need, then we ask what kind of camera. Do you need it to be waterproof? Do you need to see the shot before you take the shot? And we go from there. So it all depends on what their needs are as to what their camera would be.
We selected Alana to be our test rider since she had no previous experience with any of these cameras, and part of what we wanted to test was ease of use. The 4 cameras being tested were the GoPro Hero 2, the Drift HD, the Contour Roam, and the Liquid Image Summit Series. With the exception of the goggle cam, each of these cameras comes with their own mounting hardware and accessories. In our test, we ignored all the accessories and used our own RAM mount, so each camera was only being tested for what images they produced. Our test was simple: shoot once with the camera facing forward, once with it shooting at the driver, and once with them attached to the helmet. Here's what our first-timer user, Alana, had to say about the Liquid Image Summit Series.
I really liked it. It does a dual purpose. You're going to wear goggles regardless anyway when you're usually out on the trails. And then taking the video with it as well was a lot easier than having to mount something on your machine. It was right there. You didn't have to reach over the front end to turn it off or turn it on or to switch modes between camera and video. Sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the video, what is the video, what is the camera, and what is the HD video. It's a little hard. There's a light on the inside, but it doesn't really go to a different frame. You just have to remember the colors. The only other thing with this is it is what it is. I mean, what you see and what you're wearing is what you get. There's no mounting it, no nothing. After that, we moved on to the GoPro Hero 2. It came with this nice, easy case, which none of the other ones did, which is really nice. It's really easy to get into and out of. And in fact, they give you an extra back for it as well. It gives you a clear indication when you turn it on of the modes that are going on. It's easy to change them. It's very easy to indicate which one is which. And then the record button's on the top and stop as well, so that's really easy to use. The only thing that could be a problem is if you hit this too fast, it could screw you off and you could go to the other one, and when you're trying to record, and it might give you video or camera. The only downfall is you can't really move this, it's stationary. As in, you can't adjust the lens, which I really liked on the other cameras. There's also no viewfinder, which is really hard, so you just have to really guess where you're pointing it and hope that you're right. The third one we did was the Drift, and I really like this one. I think it's my favorite. I really like how it has the screen that you can show and you can see easily what you're going to be shooting and what you want to take pictures of. The on button's really simple. On, it does record and then it shuts it off. There's the menu, which is really easy to navigate between, going from different settings of the camera and the video, and then even the settings button itself. And it has a rotating lens on it as well, which is really helpful. It gives you the full 180 view, and it's really easy to put on and put off, and it's very small and it fits in your pocket, and it looks really durable as well. The last one we did was the Contour. Comparing it to the GoPro, it is very easy to use. Just flip this up and it starts recording automatically. The only advantage it has over the GoPro itself is the rotating lens. That's very simple to use. It gives you 90, 180, and then a minus 90 degree angle, which is really neat. What is the disadvantage to this is when you mount it on the machine, you can't tell, just like the GoPro, what you're shooting until you get back to the office. as opposed to the Drift where you could look at it right there on the trail and make sure that you got exactly what you wanted.
All in all, in today's world, there's no reason why you can't capture some point of view from your riding. These cameras all have their pluses and minuses, so in the end it may come down to your personal preference and availability as to which one you choose. Remember, we tried out just the camera as it came in the box. There are tons of accessories for these cameras available, so in the end, how much you want to spend might be the only thing you may need to worry about.